All right, guys, welcome back. We are watching Mushoku Tensei, Season 1, Episode 8. Last time was maybe my favorite episode so far. It was about effort, it was about dancing, why even bother committing yourself to anything. Had a very nice scene at the end, very good payoff for a couple episodes ago. Yeah, it was just a really good episode. We ended with a weird ball in the sky. This episode is called Turning Point, right? Uh, which is scary. Turning point one, right? Um, that is that scares me. I don't know. What are we? What is a turning point? What's gonna? I don't know. I don't know. Feels like we're just chilling out and living our life, right? What could happen? I guess anything could happen. That's how life works, huh? I do want to talk about Rudius, and I guess my attitude towards him, and I guess I hope that my attitude towards him doesn't come across as like belittling him or thinking of him as like I use the phrase saying that like the bar is low for him. And in my mind, I just think that to me, what I mean by that, I guess, is just a recognition of the fact that for him, not attacking Eris in her sleep, as like as silly as a thing as that might seem, right, is progress for him. That is him changing for the better and doing better, right? Because it'd be so easy to have the attitude of, oh, that's just like the bare minimum. That's below the bare minimum, right? Why should that, why should that feel like meaningful change or anything important for him? I mean, it clearly is, right? The show presents it as such. I just think that's like my attitude, I suppose, right? Is I think it's important to recognize in my head, that's just how I was trying to explain it, is that in my mind, even things like that are, of course, progress and something meaningful for him. Does that mean that forever I will like hold him to some kind of lower standard or something, or I view him as someone that like I doesn't have to clear the same like hurdles as everyone else eventually? Like, no, right? Not at all. I don't think that's the standard which he should hold himself either, right? Um, yeah, I guess I wanted to clear that up, I suppose. Just about how I think about him. Not that like, we're only a few episodes in still. I think my thoughts on all of it, it's just I just got to see where we're going exactly, right? I mean, the show's been great so far. I've really enjoyed it so far, and I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy this episode too. So let's watch it. We're watching episode 8. You can line your copy up with this if you want to. We are starting in 3, 2, 1. Okay, what are we talking about, Rudy? Right. Oh God, that's scary. Right. Oh, this is yeah with the textbook. Ooh. Oh God, she's so cool. Wonder how long it's been. Oh, okay. It's been 2 years. Wow. I see. Wonder how he feels about that. Oh, that thing is still up there, huh? It's been 2 years? Huh. Yeah. So nothing that immediately, like, did something, huh? Interesting. Okay. Watch that thing, like, not be explained for, I don't know, 100 episodes or something. Hmm. I mean, it looks like, I don't know, some kind of celestial object. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. A rainy day, huh? What kind of flowers are those? A lot of stories like to use flower symbolism, that's for sure. Ah, I love the opening song. Hmm. Such a like I don't know, low mood here, I suppose, right? Kind of foreboding, maybe. Not like a bunch of action happening, Just yeah, looking out the window. Hmm. God, the windows are interesting, like the weird like circles. I wonder why they're made like that. Because they've been like that, like, everywhere, haven't they? Ooh. Why spot us what? Hmm. Okay. What are we talking about, though, exactly? Is it his birthday now, right? Because he is like 2 years younger than her, so he should be 10, right? Why, what? Oh, okay, it is. Oh, really? Huh. Ah, okay. Knows all the maids by now, I'm sure. Notos Grey Rats, I see. Hmm. That's like, hmm. It's really, wow. I see, I see. And yet, I wonder if that's what Philip is trying to do? I don't know, I don't know. Ah, right. Oh, her attitude, so maybe that explains some of it, huh? It's like the names of like the directions of wind or something, like Boreas and Notos, right? It's something like that. Yeah, in this world for 10 years. That is crazy. Ooh. Oh, they're preparing the very smooth, Ghislaine. Nice. Nice, nice. Made a lot of progress, huh? You've got to try and you've got to work constantly there to keep them in your head. Oh God. Right, right. Surely he knows. Yeah. Oh God. Okay, okay. Oh, one of the figures? I see. Aw, that's so cool. Very. Oh, okay. What? What are we talking about? Uh-huh. Oh, I see. I see. I literally think she won't care at all. Yeah, like, oh God. Literally. God, she's so muscular. Right. That sound. Yeah, it's just like a brick wall. God. Huh. Yeah, what's happening here? God. Oh. Hmm. Ah. How far Rudius has come, huh? Oh. Hmm. Surely he's not entirely faking it, right? I don't know. Playing it up a little bit, maybe. Oh, God. Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't think you can say that. Just tackle him. Oh, God. Right. Okay, well, right. Ooh, really? God, I don't know. A present? Oh, yeah, I know about that. Oh, I see. Maybe. I mean, maybe that's true. I don't know. They're all crying still. Hmm. Oh, okay. I get, yeah. Me too, honestly. So whoa, 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 whoa. It's my Rudius. It's no, it sure does. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing right now? So what is with her attitude towards him? God, she was just a tsundere too. Oh, is this like a staff? Yeah. Ah, it's God. What a fancy thing, huh? Aqua Hartia. It's God. It's, I imagine. Hmm. Surely, I don't know. Ah, how fancy. Right, right. Aw. Hmm. I wonder, like, what happened between those two? I wonder why Rudius felt the need to, like, try and play up his emotions and everything, you know? Like, it's kind of a sad thing, isn't it? Aw. It's Ghislaine just carrying her. Oh. Really? Had. Oh. Great. Yeah. And so took them in? Oh, God. So, yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if her attitude, having a boy in the house then. Oh, yeah. Hmm. God. You should not be drinking, buddy, but whatever. Hmm. Oh. Oh, much more of like a. Okay. Yeah, like a very serious proposition here. Oh, God. Don't say that. Yeah. I mean, I don't think Rudius, yeah, cares about any of that, right? Oh, God. That is like dangerous, though. Oh, man. Oh, Philip is scary, isn't he? Huh. Yeah. Man, but when his own family has been affected like this, it's not like you can blame him exactly. S- I have right. Surely that makes it worth it. Yeah. God. I Eris. Did Philip send her here? Oh, maybe. Okay, let's chill out. Oh, it's like, will Rudius. Oh, really? Oh, oh, okay. Okay. It was like him thinking about that. Sure. Oh, oh God, don't say that. Eris, she just like doesn't. Oh God. Oh no. Rudius, that doesn't mean that you should, though, right? Like, we can. You should care, right? Accept a little risk. Should you? I don't think so. Oh. Like, that annoys her. Oh, God. Rudius. What are we doing? Oh, that's not a good way to do that. To just say, I'm going to touch you. Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, God. The Rudius. I I don't know. There's a lot of like pressure going on here. But of course, Rudius, yeah, he won't recognize that, right? Like, oh god. Buddy. It's right. There we go. Okay. Perfect. God. Oh. Oh no. Oh god. Rudius really got ahead of himself, huh? Oh. It's literally, right? Like, oh, yeah, no, not at all. I mean, you were talking about how she was trembling, and she like, I don't think. Oh, yeah. Please do. Oh, thank you. Okay. God. I mean, sure, sure. It was, I guess. I feel like she's just it's kicking the can down the road. Who knows how either of us are gonna feel in 5 years? I don't know. Oh God. Oh man. Like the fact that that didn't ruin their relationship or anything, like Rudy should really think about that. So yeah, he should really think about like that influence he has on people, and it's yeah, right? Like God, it's okay. I don't know about that. It's like maybe it's God, right, right, uh-huh, God. Oh, that's a long time, huh? And Sylphie, right? Yeah. Are you still going to the Magic University? I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. Oh, Paul, and then God, I want to talk about that scene. So it was true. I see. Who is that? That voice is familiar for some reason. Maybe I'm crazy. Ah, yeah, actually. So I wonder why monsters are acting up. Oh, Sylphie. Oh, they're so grown up now. Ah. Kind of like Sylphie herself. Oh, she's a maid. Like, come on. That does not have to be her position. Oh, indeed. I see. Okay. I wonder if it's like an elf related thing. Okay. Oh god, it's the what was he calling it? The relic? Aw. Hmm. I hope Aisha isn't internalizing that, I suppose. Oh, really? Oh god. Hmm. And she has like this connection with all of them still. Ooh. Oh god. Yeah, don't share the story. Come on. Oh god. Yeah, why would you do that? What's up, Paul? It's been a while, huh? Aww. And that's like Paul's job here, right? He like protects the village. Ooh. Very dark clouds. Like red. Yeah. Does not look normal. Hmm. Right. It's like this is what Rudius could be, right? Rudius is not like that, right? Like, come on. Ooh. Oh, it's like much closer. Well, maybe it's not. No, I don't think it is. It's just we can't even see it past the mountains, I guess. It's maybe, right? Is it's right above him? Hi there. A bunch of dragons and this guy. Right. So okay. Oh god. Look at it's like the way it's like throat expanded. Okay, he's invincible, I suppose. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind. Oh god. What is this guy, huh? It looks like he almost has like dragon scales on like the side of his. Yeah, right? And like his eyes are like the dragon's eyes, right? I wonder if he's like half dragon or something. Okay. What the hell was that? Oh, the dragon like cries. Sounds so cool. Mana, huh? What's gone wrong and where? What's gone wrong and where? It's a very interesting way to phrase that question. Who is this? Someone's spell. Oh. She has like okay. The Great Emperor of the Demon World. Kishirika what Kishirika Kisu something. It's what are you? You don't seem to have an army with you, girl. I'm sorry. What are all of these characters? Like what are we doing right now? Oh, the light of summoning, like surrounding the thing. Oh, the guy on the floating thing. Yeah. Perugius was his name, right? Barely see his face. I hope Rudius has nothing to do with this. It's the credits? What are you talking about? Oh, gonna use Cumulonimbus out here? Oh god. It's that strong, huh? I see. I don't know if Eris can use it. Okay, okay. I'm ready. Although, he's casting his mightiest spell, all this weird mana stuff is happening. That's right. Oh. They're right under it. Oh god. Oh god. What are we talking about right now? Oh, it's like spirals of okay, yeah. It's not him, right? Oh. I see. She has like a weird eye. Like lets her see mana, maybe? Oh god. What what is happening in this episode? It's light. It's light itself. Like I don't know. Good luck. Fighting this thing. Oh, it's him. El Monfi, who guy up there just sent down. Yeah. El Monfi the Radiant. Does it have something to do with Rudius? Like him being in this world? I don't know. Really? Ooh. Ah. Yeah. How much respect does that carry, huh? Galfarian. Oh, will judge you, huh? I see. I see. Me neither, buddy. I don't know. I'm trying to keep up. It's yeah. The sky is concerning me. That's for sure. Right, right. But I don't even think it's Eris is just yelling at him. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Does it have anything to do with Rudius? Oh God, what is happening? Like he's out of here. What? What? Literally, what is possibly happening? Oh, okay. I. I don't think there's any outrun in that. Oh. Uh. What? Are you? Okay. All right. Real funny. Real funny. Huh? Hilarious. What the hell? So, what was the whole, like, last 10 minutes of this episode? Like, what are we talking about? Okay. We'll talk about it in the discussion. Okay. What the hell was that? What? Talk about a turning point, I guess, right? Like, what? I don't know. Like, we got way too much to talk about in this episode. There's all this stuff that we really got to talk about, right? That's like important, like interpersonal stuff for Rudius that I think is very meaningful. And then it's just in the last 10 minutes of this episode, we speed run, I don't even know, just all of these new characters. A bunch of nonsense is going on that we don't know anything about. It's yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess this is the turning point, huh? If this is only turning point one, what are the next ones gonna look like? Next time is a chance encounter. Um, what happened? So what are we? What is going on? Obviously, there's no way Rudius and Eris are dead, right? So by that sense, I guess I also hope that Ghislaine isn't dead. If he has blue light, must not kill you in that case, right? It just came down from the sky and is doing something. Something's gonna happen. It's a turning point. Like there's no way it's just gonna do nothing. I mean, it seems like it's like destroying the ground as it approaches, right? So it seems real dangerous. But there's no way Rudius is gonna be dead or Eris is gonna be dead, right? That would be ridiculous. So what is it gonna do? What is gonna happen? I I don't know. I don't know. What could it possibly do? I literally have no idea. Right? I guess just anything, you know. Like I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. I guess. Okay, let's go back. We gotta talk about the whole episode here. And it all came from like this thing, right? Like the weird orb in the sky. Does it have something to do with Rudius? Like I kind of think it doesn't, you know? Like it feels like uh Perugius here. That's his name, right? Um God, I can like barely see his face. How do I turn up brightness again? I always forget what the bind for it is. Brightness, control and 4. Um yeah, kind of see his face, I guess. No, doesn't look like anything we know anything about, I guess, or anyone at all. Um It's he just says slay any suspicious person in sight. Rudius just happens to be there. Does it have anything to do with Rudius? It's like I feel like that would be like an isekai thing, right? The idea that Rudius shouldn't be in this world at all, and somehow this triggered because of what his proximity to the red thing, or something. But I wonder. It would also feel kind of right if Rudius just has nothing to do with it, and that it really is that he is absolutely that Perugius is just wrong, has nothing to do with him. Not that he knew anything about Rudius either. Rudius just happened to be there, right? Because Rudius himself doesn't know anything about this. He didn't make all this mana appear, right? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we got some stuff to talk about. It's in this episode, mainly the whole scene that happens in the bedroom. I gotta say, it's much less uncomfortable for me to sit through than the scene a couple episodes ago, frankly. Because I guess because Rudius stops, right? Because like it's very clear that in this moment he understands at least what he did was wrong, right? Like that again is very much is progress, right? Compared to a couple episodes ago, the scene in the barn and all of that. Yeah, if anything, like what this scene really makes me think about, especially when Eris comes back in the end and like forgives him and all of this, right? Um, God, I like just that experience, I guess, that Rudius has here of being forgiven and like I feel like he is engaged. He hasn't had relationships with other people. He hasn't engaged with people in this way for so long in his old life, you know? Eris now seems like the person who's like the closest to him, for sure, right? He hasn't experienced being able to, in a sense, like betray someone's trust, really, right? He was making her very uncomfortable and she did not like any of that. And he was very much violating her like comfort zone and everything, right? Like God, the way he was just like, "Oh, I'll touch you now." Like that is not a good way to go about it, right? But the fact that he is forgiven for it, right? The fact that he isn't the fact that Eris doesn't hate him forever after this. There's like a lot of weight to that, isn't there, right? Like I think Rudius, especially with his experiences in his old life, he expects to be hated and he expects people to just, throw him out by the curb and all of that. Like what happened with his family, right? In his previous life. So the knowledge that he means this much to Eris, the knowledge that their connection is that meaningful to her and that she cares about him that much that she's willing to forgive him, right? I just think there's a lot to that, right? Like I think that's a really important thing, like because that makes their relationship very clearly like yeah, they're like equals in it, right? Like it's not just some weird obsession Rudius has with Eris. It's not some weird like it's nothing like that, right? They genuinely have like an actual connection and her willing to forgive him. That's what puts that pressure and like expectations on him, right? Because it's like someone is expecting better of him. They recognize what he just did as something bad. She doesn't like what he just did, right? Tells him to, yeah, control yourself. Don't do that again, right? Sets like a clear boundary there. Um, but that doesn't make her hate him or anything, right? His behavior is expected to be better in the future. And she expects that that's possible for him. Of course it is, right? Obviously Rudius can do better and has become much better, right? Like in just his behavior towards her, the fact that he stopped, right? Like obviously, of course he stopped. He was never going to if she started fighting back like she very much did. He was never going to force himself on her, right? Like Rudius isn't like he's not like that, right? Like you know what I mean, right? Uh so of course he stopped, but it's his own recognition of the fact that he made a mistake, right? The fact that he it's yeah, no. I think it's very important. It's very meaningful. There's just something about that. There's something about the fact that she comes back to forgive him that just feels so important to me. Without this moment, without her coming back to talk to him about this, I don't think I would like the scene as much as I do. I think this was a very important scene. I think this was very yeah, this was very important, right? Very important for Rudy's like growth and the way he views other people. And without this moment, without her coming back to talk to him, it would be much worse for sure, right? I think that's very important. Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll definitely talk more about that scene. We'll definitely talk more about it. Scott, the beginning of the episode is so stupid. Yeah, it's growing already. Right, right. We have a 2-year time skip. So how long has Rudius been here in total now? Like 3 years or something, right? He got here when Eris was 9 and he was 7, right? Now he's 10. We don't know how close he was to being 8, I guess, when he got here. So I don't know. Well, we know it was quite a while, right? Because it wasn't like 6 months or something. There was like a 6-month time skip before her birthday when she turned 10. So he's probably been here for about 3 years. Yeah, yeah. He's learned all these languages really well. He's making progress. Eris is awesome. She's so cool. Like man, she's already at advanced in the sword god style, which is the same that Paul was at, right? Paul's special thing was that he's advanced in like all of the sword styles, right? What were they again? There was like sword god, north god, and Water God, right? When Rudius was fighting Paul and he like deflected his attack, he was like, "Oh, that's Water God style." And when a couple episodes ago, when he met Eris, right, and the guy threw the sword at him, the kidnapper, he said that was like North God, right? So I guess, yeah, yeah. So Sword God, well, I don't know what Water God is like deflection, like defensive play, I suppose. North God is like being like a rogue or something, something in that realm, right? So then what's Sword God? Is it just like normal like swordsmanship in a sense, right? I don't know. I don't know. Like very aggressive, right? That certainly fits Eris's, assumed style, right? Yeah, yeah. I can feel our gap in talent. I wonder, and he thinks about how much better she is than him at swordsmanship, and he has like this little smile as he says that. I think that's an interesting thing, like his what his feelings are about the fact that he sucks at swords and that she's so much better than him. I mean, he's always has not been good at it, even when Paul was teaching him, right? I don't know. I don't know. I think it's good that he doesn't like beat himself up over that or anything, right? The fact that that's something he is not succeeding at, right? He doesn't have crazy isekai powers where he's just amazing at everything at all, right? Which makes a lot of sense, right? Yeah, yeah. And this thing has been in the sky for 2 years. What the hell is it, right? Like, I don't know. So, Perugius says, what does he say exactly, right? Um, he says, wait, where is he? Where is he? Is it after this? Yeah. He says it, what does he say? This mana resembles the light of summoning. That it's summoning something, right? Um, so this is like a giant summoning spell, I suppose, right? Summoning what, right? Is summoning is not like a normal kind of magic, right? Like we've never seen any kind of summoning magic before. Roxy didn't mention anything like that. Like she said, like she told us what like the different kinds of magic are. Did she mention summoning? I don't think so, right? Um, I don't know. I don't know. The light of summoning, huh? What could it be? I mean, it's like obviously the idea of summoning makes me think of like an isekai, right? Like you've been summoned from another world. But for Rudius, that happens 10 years ago. He reincarnated here. There was nothing like this. There was no giant explosion or anything, right? So I guess in that sense, I mean, you could say he wasn't really summoned in a sense, right? Like maybe his soul or whatever was in a way, right? Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. It feels like a thing. It feels like a thing that would because I keep talking about how I don't think Rudius has anything to do with it. But what if he does, right? What if Rudius's proximity to this does have something to do with it? Just in some way we just completely don't understand yet. And maybe not even like a literal sense, but the fact that Rudius is here as this is happening has some kind of meaning to it. The fact that the author chose to put Rudius here right now as this weird summoning is happening. I don't know, because it's like the isekai connection. That's what jumps out in my head, but I don't know. We really have nothing to work off of. So like whatever wild theorizing I do is just gonna be wild theorizing. The opening was very like calm and very like morose and very yeah, it's like there's no action. It's just a rainy day, huh? I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. It kind of makes me sad now. This was the turning point episode. This giant explosion happened, and whatever is going to happen now feels like these days might be behind us, right? Like that would be fitting for an episode called Turning Point. That the life that we've become accustomed to, the life that Rudius has become accustomed to, is gonna disappear. He won't be able to have it anymore. This is like a final goodbye to this whole thing. I don't know. I mean, how big is this explosion gonna be in the first place, right? It seemed like it was growing very quickly. I don't know. I don't know. And like the clouds were in sight of like Paul and Zenith, like Rudius's like childhood home. They really aren't that far away at all, are they? So I don't know. I don't know. They're gonna see it at least, right? At the very least, I guess Paul and Zenith and everyone will see the giant explosion if it doesn't reach them as well, right? Which is an interesting thing. I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, these windows, man. I keep meaning to mention the windows every time they show them because we've seen a bunch of windows like this. I wonder why they're like this weird, like circular, like I don't know. I don't know. Is this like what like old windows used to look like? Like what would I even look up? Old windows. Is that you think that's gonna come up with anything on Google? No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. Like medieval windows? No, not really seeing anything. It's kind of like windows in like a church, I guess, in a way, right? Like the circular like patterns in like a cathedral, I guess. Normally like colored glass, right? But I don't know. I don't know. I wonder because it seems like a very yeah. I don't know because it's been very like specific, right? The windows were like this at Rudius's house as well, weren't they? I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's something interesting. I wonder why they look like that. It had to be a very specific decision by by the animators to make it like that. I guess not the animators, the storyboarders or whatever, probably. Anyway, it's time for Rudy's birthday, his 10th birthday, finally. Very nice. Eris is so Eris is so excited. She wants to do a good job, and she does. Right. That pressure as well is something that later in the episode, I think, kind of pushes her to be in the position she's in. Like again, it's like Rudius needs to have an understanding of like what it means for someone like Eris to have that amount of trust in him and to know that he can't betray it, right? He really as you can't, right? Like I mean, he can, and he could. He did to a sense in this episode, but she forgave him, of course, because she thinks better of him than that, right? She thinks that that's makes sense, right? Um, and I think that's kind of the weights on his shoulders that he will need to learn to live with, right? It's something he didn't have to live with back in his old life, right? He's completely disconnected from everyone, right? He didn't have to deal with having a connection with other people. As sad as that is in a sense, right? People want connections with others. I'm sure Rudius would have, probably couldn't admit it to himself back then, right? But right? There connections and relationships are worth it. It's no matter the pressure and the weights that they can be, right? Which I think are is represented well in this episode for sure. I'm sure being from a branch house is difficult for him. We talked some about about the gray rat like family situation stuff, right? Yeah. Then we get a cake for him. Era's putting in so much work. If only he'd been born into a different family. What a sad yeah. Apparently, the Boreas family can't be too public about me. He knows all the maids by now, of course. I only learned this recently, but Paul's full name is Paul Notos Greyrat. So if I'm not mistaken, these are names of like the directions of wind, right? If I'm not crazy, right? Like, um, yeah, Notos is the god of the south winds. Is Boreas north? Uh, the great god of cold north wind kind of makes sense. They're opposites, north and south. So then what would the other ones be? Can I find that on Wikipedia? I don't want to like obviously I don't want to click anywhere. Uh it's apparently not, huh? East wind god. Eurus, I suppose? Is that the one? Yeah. And then west is Zephyrus. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. I wonder why they're named after like the directions of the wind, or like the gods of like the different directions of the wind, right? I don't know. I don't know. Interesting. But we learned some about like the family struggle and all of that. We get to see some of the family crests. Is there any like meaning I can take from those? Not really. This one has like what looks like an olive branch, like peace maybe in a way. A lion, just some kind of seal. Two, I don't know, chimera looking things. I don't get much meaning from those, I suppose. The Notos are one of the four main gray rat families. Yeah, we kind of zoom in here. These are keys, actually. Interesting. These are keys that have like wings on them and then like an olive branch looking thing here, you know? Huh. I see. I see. A lion, some kind of seal of some sort. And two, yeah, weird chimera looking things. But apparently, oh wait, here, let me actually read these lines, right? The Notos are one of the four main Great families. Their head is Paul's brother. Is that the Pilemon guy that Soros mentions later when he gets thrown out of the party? But apparently he's even scummier than Paul. So there's a covert movement to replace him. I see, I see. I sure don't want to replace anyone, but remember the Notas bloodline being under Boreas protection could invite unwelcome misunderstandings. And this was the whole goal. I guess this is like what Rudius is here for, from like Philip's point of view, right? He very explicitly offers Rudius the opportunity to like have a coup and take over the family and all of this stuff, right? Not that I can really blame him exactly. We learned like how harsh and awful it is. Like his sons have been taken away from him and all of this. Yeah, it's not great. Rudius has no interest in that, right? Of course. I must feel bad about that. It's like they're planning a private. It looks like they're planning a private 10th birthday party for me. I wonder, how do you think Rudius feels about that, right? Like other people feeling that pity for him, you know? How does he react to pity exactly? You know, like his attitude in his previous life, about like his existence and everything. It was this very like, um, he pitied himself, I suppose, right? Like when he got kicked out when he got kicked out by his family, he thought like, oh, why has the world put me into this position, right? He was not accepting any responsibility for it. He was unable to, anything like that. So in a sense, I suppose he pitied himself. He comes across to me as the kind of person, though, who would like not like the idea of other people pitying him, though, right? Like having that very like rebellious like rejection of all of that, I suppose, right? I feel like that kind of fits with just like his attitude towards other people and all of that. So I don't know. I don't know. I wonder how he feels about the idea that he's in some form of pitiable situation at all in his new life, you know? I'm supposed to be shedding tears of joy. Huh. And he phrases that as like a question, right? That is interesting, right? As if it's like ridiculous, right? That he should enjoy it or something, you know? Interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I better practice my crying. Like he doesn't think it's actually going to mean anything to him, right? That's such a weird thing, right? He needs to practice his crying because he doesn't think that the birthday party will actually like affect him and mean anything to him. That's like such a sad thing, isn't it, right? The fact that he felt the need to do that. Huh. Obviously, it actually is meaningful, like the gift he gets from Eris and all of that. But I just wonder, like, again, that's like a scary thing, you know? I don't know. Like, is Rudius at that point where he's comfortable at all with like accepting those kinds of feelings, like feeling that gratitude and accepting that, realizing how important he is in like Eris's eyes and everything, you know? And the birthday party and all the effort she puts into it kind of being a representation of that? I guess not, right? Like if he feels like he has to practice and all of this to show fake gratitude for it, he's kind of running away from like what the real feelings he could actually feel about it are, right? Like you telling me that if he didn't do this, he would just have a blank face and not care at all about it. Like that's sad, right? I think he'd be lying to himself if that's how he reacted to it. He would have to force that, I think. But it makes sense to me that he would be afraid of those emotions, I suppose, right? Yeah, yeah. I don't know. That's like actually such a sad thing. We learn the truth about Hilda's attitude towards Rudius. It makes sense. It's very sad, right? Her own sons were taken away from her. It's such a, like we talked before about like the reality of like being a noble and what that means and everything. How for Eris, if there's like the pressures that are placed on her, how she's supposed to act and who she's supposed to be as a noble are things she's quite uncomfortable with, right? There are these things that she feels like she has to live up to and all of that. Um, and in this episode, I mean, we get more of that. We see like how it's not great for Philip or Hilda. I mean, their children are being taken away and everything. It's just this horrible like corrosive system. Just that's why like bloodline rule and everything in the first place is just awful, right? Like it's so dehumanizing and terrible even for the people in those bloodlines, right? Because the bloodline is more than you. Yeah. It reminds me of like the way that you could unfairly view Rudius himself, and like have like a very negative view of him because of like the way he was in his previous life, right? Like the way that people would view Rudius in his previous life and think of him as just some loser bum, all of that, and have probably such negative assumptions about everything about him, right? Which he kind of fed into in a way through his behavior, right? I still think it's unfair to just assume that he is in some way like inferior or worse, right? Just because of the position he was in. It's really is. It's like a similar thing to this whole noble thing, right? It's just like these, I guess, just these assumptions and these circumstances outside of your control that make people think things about you, right? Like, yeah, yeah. Anyway, they're prepping for his party. This is very smooth from Galay. This is very funny. Wait, we gotta play it. Wait, it's so funny. She's so nervous and so like yeah, you're really playing it off well, girl. Good job, good job. He's learned three languages. He's getting him down. Demon God through the help of Roxy, I suppose. Beast God. And then what was the last one again? Demon God, Beast God. I mean, he already knows human, right? I forget what the last one was exactly, right? They don't mention it in this episode, do they? I'm sure it'll come up at some point. Anyway, this is a very funny reversal of Rudius's like expectations here, you know? It kind of in a way like fits with what happens later in the episode. How like Rudius, I think part of what happens later too, with why Rudius goes as far as he does with this whole Eris situation is, she doesn't reject him immediately, right? She doesn't like immediately start kicking him in the face and like the second he touches her, start like screaming, right? And I think that is what Rudius like expects in a way, right? Like he sees the tiniest amount of her not immediately like resisting and hating him, right? He like expects that from other people, you know? I think he's so used to like thinking that that's how it would be because of how like lowly of a person he is, right? How he views himself in that way, right? He certainly thinks other people do, and they did for a long time in his previous life. I think that's part of it, right? Which is what makes it even sadder because what that is Eris's like trust in him and her like seeing him as a like believing in him and all of this, right? And that's what kind of has to be like eroded away at in this situation before she does what she does and like gets him the hell off of her, right? Um, it's yeah, and it's kind of funny because in this situation with Ghislaine, it's kind of like a similar thing, right? How he thinks this is all just going to be some, he's being such a pervert and all of this, right? And Ghislaine just does not care, right? Like why would she, right? Like it's not as simple as he thinks it is, I guess, It's like he thinks of sexual situations in this very one-dimensional way, right? Which I think is something that is very much puts into the minds of people like Rudius, the minds of like men in general, people who like Rudius are so like inundated and surrounded by like anime and media like that presents sexual situations in like a specifically very like perverted and just that kind of way, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like anime fan service and all of that, right? That's how Rudius views sexual situations, right? And in this episode, he's presented with like two things that like contradict that attitude, which is both him actually having his first experience like that ever with Eris, right? It's nothing like that, right? It's this very uncomfortable and like not no, it does not go like that at all, right? Um, and then here with Ghislaine as well, it's like this whole like she just doesn't care, right? It's nothing like that, right? It's yeah. I think like Rudius's attitude about sexuality and that kind of thing will slowly be like deconstructed, I suppose, right? I think that's a hard thing to like shake yourself free from, right? Like I think we can assume Rudius probably consumed a lot of that stuff, and his views about that kind of thing are very twisted and very like messed up. And obviously in his life, he's been here for 10 years, but he's been a kid. He hasn't had like any actual experiences with anything like that still, right? He still completely has zero experience with any of that, right? His mind has just been twisted and shaped by just like stupid anime logic, right? Like, yeah. It looks like she'll do everything she can to keep me here. Would you mind showing me the base of your tail? And she just does not care, right? And what I think is even funnier is rather than him being like excited by it or something, he's like, "Oh, your muscles are so cool," you know? He like knocks on it and it's like a wall. I've always wanted muscle like this. I actually think that's like a meaningful thing in a way, right? Him like admiring her body, not in like a weird sexual way at all, right? Like some kind of perverted sense. But he's like, oh my god, you have such cool muscles, right? I wish I could be like that. I think that's an important thing for Rudius, like actually, about like what the hell are we doing? God. Anyway, it's time for his 10th birthday. Let's go. And he puts on his act, right? Which again, it's like it's sad that he feels the need to do that, I guess, right? And it doesn't really end up the way he wants it to either, right? Everyone kind of gets very, I don't know, everyone gets like all teary-eyed and stuff that he didn't want. Why do you think he felt the need to like act it out like this even, right? Like in this very like tearful way as well. Because like if he thought he wasn't gonna actually feel any gratitude and he thought this was actually gonna mean nothing to him, right? Why did he think he had to react in this way, right? Why specifically crying tears and all of this, right? I don't know. I don't know. It definitely says something about the way Rudius views situations like this, I guess, right? Like he feels the need to play up his emotions to this extreme. And it kind of just makes everyone uncomfortable, you know? Um, yeah, yeah. I guess in a sense you can still say it's kind of like viewing it through like, I don't know, like it's a visual novel or something, right? Then he needs to play up his emotions a ton to have the scene work properly or something, right? But no, I want him to be real, you know? That's what I want. But and it's like crazy because some of what he says too, it feels so meaningful. It feels like it actually is meaningful stuff to the way that Rudius actually does feel. So I don't want to say it's all fake. I don't want to say all of it is not any of Rudius's feelings at all, right? Like oh God, it's just that for the first time since I got here, I worried I might not be welcome. Like, I feel like that's actually thoughts that Rudius has had in a way, right? Like with this world in general, right? Probably worry over his ability to actually try his hardest and change and all of that, right? I bet those are actual thoughts that have been in his head, you know? Two arms, it's war with the Notos. I'll murder Pylemon and put Rudius in charge. What are we talking about, man? They drag him out. Like, God. He's drunk already. Man. Hmm. Oh God, this is so sad. I've got to surprise you today, Rudius. What is it? A father's and the others coming, which I think that's something he actually did want, right? Of course. I think he really did want to see them, you know? It's just kind of sad. It's sad for one that it's actually true, I guess, right? It kind of feels like Eris like comes up with an excuse, but no, it actually is true that monsters have been acting up. I wonder how Rudius feels about that, you know? Like I bet no matter how Rudius's relationship with his parents and his family actually is, which as we see is like positive, right? I think they certainly think highly of him, right? His parents for sure. I wonder if he's always going to feel like that worry and like that underlining feeling that he's like is uneasy with that kind of family dynamic and stuff, you know? Just because of how it all ended up in his previous life and all of that, you know? I don't know. I don't know. Because we talked about that before in the first few episodes about how he doesn't really engage with his family and with his parents specifically as like his actual parents exactly, right? He doesn't really view them as parental figures just because of the way internally he views himself because of his memories and everything, right? And I think in a sense that like yeah, because I think he's like not ready for that. He's not ready to accept like parental figures or that kind of thing in his life because of all like the baggage that comes along with that because of his previous life, right? Like hmm. Anyway, Hilda comes up and hugs him. I'll adopt you. Mary, Eris, what are you talking about? Is my Rudius not good enough for you? What do you mean you're Rudius? You need to be more feminine. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Like that's more of the pressure on Eris, I guess, to like act and be a certain way that I don't think she likes. I don't think she feels like she fits that exactly, you know? It's like the noble stuff, right? I wonder if like that what she just said there, right, is part of it too. Um the way that Eris acts later in the bedroom and all of that, feeling like this is like something she has to do, I guess, right? Hmm. And Hilda gets dragged out too. Right, right. Anyway, here's a staff. Just for Rudius. Very expensive staff. What I thought for a moment, what worried me for a moment, but I excised the thought from my mind, because surely Rudius would never think it, but I'll say it anyway, is it is so valuable. I just wonder if Rudius would ever think of selling it because of that, right? He needs money, right? He wants to go to the Magic University. I bet he could sell this thing for more than enough to go there. Um, obviously that's man, that whole plan seems like it's off the table now, right? Uh, but ignoring that, I don't know. That's just what went through my mind. I don't think there's any way Rudius would ever do that, right? Like no way, right? It means too much. It's his connection to Eris is very meaningful to him in this emotional sense. Even if again, like always, I don't know if he's ready to acknowledge that or even understands like emotional connection on that level, right? He views in this episode there's like the sexual lens through which he's viewing it and everything. He doesn't view his relationship with Eris like that at large, I suppose, right? I don't know. I just don't know what he thinks about Eris and their connection really. Just in general, you know. I want to think that like yeah, they're friends and that they have this connection with each other that's very meaningful because it's like Eris kind of had no one but him in a way. Yeah, yeah. I like the his face in the reflection looks so stupid. Even if its name is kind of lame. What do you mean, Rudius? Aqua Hartia? That's so cool. Like, come on. You're a great mage, so it's weird that you don't have a staff. Right, right. It's very powerful, as we see later. The party begins. We all have some nice fun. Eris gets carried off. Very cute. And we have a little talk with Philip. Eris had two brothers, one younger and one older. And they both got dragged off. Both got dragged off to the capital. That's probably why there's a lot of pressure on Eris too, right? Does she know about that? I assume she does, right? God, right? Like that pressure of being, in a sense, the only child, even though she isn't. She probably feels like she has to, she has to live up to so much and be so like great as a noble and all of that, like for her family and everything. It's so, oh yeah, yeah. I just can't imagine. Lost the succession dispute. All men of the boy's blood are raised in the household at the head of the family. What a man! I wonder if we'll ever meet them. Her brothers someday. Hilda couldn't come to terms with that. I mean, how could you, right? How could you? Yeah. Neither could Philip, I assume, right? I think a large reason for why he's doing all this like political scheming and conniving and all of this is probably because of that, right? Like such a yeah. She hated you. Her own sons can't be here. So why is someone else walking around like he owns the place? Ugh. I get it. I get it. Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. I wonder what changed it then. Is that moment when he was like crying and all of that and showing his gratitude. I just wonder that got through to Hilda somehow? I don't know. I don't know what exactly did that, I suppose. Anyway, Philip is very serious. So would you really marry Eris and take over the Boreas family? Like what would that mean, right? He marries Eris, so it's like the two families are like linked somehow. What does that mean, like politically on like a grand scale? I don't know, right? I don't know what that would do. There'd have to be a coup, apparently. So I like what are we talking about? If you want, I'll leave Eris in your bed tonight. Hands tied. Oh god, man. I don't know if Philip sent Eris to his room. Um, to like try and tempt him, right? Or if it was Eris herself who went there, right? Because of like what Hilda said and like the whole I don't know. I think it's kind of something internally for Eris as well, right? Like her attitude about it. I don't know. Take over the Boreas family. Is he being serious? Yeah, he does not want any part of that, right? Oh, yeah, yeah. And the music was so like tense during all of that. Oh god. Hmm. And he looks at him. I don't know. Philip is dangerous, isn't he? Like he's kind of scary. At the same time, I think he's like a grieving father in a way because of his sons. So I get it. I get it. If I'd taken Philip's deal, I could have made my own harem of personal maids. I was right. Surely that would make it all worth it. Yeah, yeah. Of course, of course. Anyway, he returns to his room. Eris is here. Um, I think there's we've talked about the scene a lot already, but it's just there's a lot of meaning to it for sure. And I think his attitude immediately makes sense, right? Like this is how Rudius thinks, and this is how he is. The slightest, tiniest thing that he can construe as consent at all, even though she's trembling and obviously is incredibly uncomfortable in all of this. Rudius just doesn't he recognizes those things, right? Of course. So it's not good that he ignores them and does what he does anyway, right? Until she physically fights him off, you know? If Eris wasn't the kind of person she is, and I said this before, right? I think Eris is like beating him up and all of that. It's important, and it's not important because I think in any way that that's like a meaningful punishment or something, right? Rudius is not going to change because Eris is beating him up, right? Of course. It's just the fact that Eris is such a strong and assertive person herself, right? That she isn't willing to let Rudius do that to her or something. Like, you can imagine Sylphie letting that happen, right? You know, like, as horrible of a thought as that is, I think Sylphie is not the same kind of, like, rebellious, like, spirit that Eris is, in a way, right? We saw that in the first few episodes with the bath incident and everything, right? Again, not that I think Rudius would force himself on someone who is actively, like, saying no exactly, right? Uh, but I don't know, like, would it's just it's a complicated thing, I guess, right? Because I mean, this is how, like, most, like, actual sexual assault happens, is someone in a position like Eris here doesn't want to say no because of what that means, right? And because it's like a because of the pressure and everything, right? And the fact that Eris is strong enough to actually do that. I mean, I shouldn't say strong enough, right? It's not like you're weak, or it's not like Eris would be a weak person if she did it. You know, no, I should not say that at all. Like, that's not good, right? But the fact just the fact that Eris is the way she is and got up and beat the shit out of Rudius, right, is important because that is what made Rudius not go through with it, right? In a lot of cases, I think, again, that's how, like, most sexual assault happens, is that pressure and everything, it's just too much, and you don't fight back against it, right? Like, what's expected of you and once it starts happening and all of that. So, God, yeah. I mean, Rudius does not realize how, oh, God, yeah, it's just so bad. It's just so bad, right? Like, I guess yet again, in a way, Rudius is lucky in a sense, isn't he? Right, that it did not end up any worse. That he didn't do anything worse, right? Um, it's like an unfair thing in a way because it just makes you think, you know, Eris would be the victim here, of course, right? But you know, in Rudius's head, right, he is the one doing it, and it's important for him to recognize that this would have been a bad thing for him to do, right? It is, you know, what he did in the first place is a bad thing, right? But again, like you said, thank God he didn't do anything more, right? I just hope that that will, you know, I think a lot of men have problems understanding consent, right? And I don't think Rudius is any different in that case. If anything, I think the path he's been set on now because of this experience might make him off to a better start with all of that than a lot of people are, right? So that's yeah. We start with like a fantasy of what he could do, right? It's great. This is exactly what Philip wants. So he tries to, like, scare her off, I suppose, by saying this, right? Because of course, right, with the way he thinks about this kind of thing, he thinks that she'll just, like, what, run away screaming because of the way he views himself and the way he views, like, these, like, sexual situations and all of that, right? That obviously she's very uncomfortable and, like, doesn't, you know, she feels like pressured to say something like this, basically, because she doesn't really get it. You know, she's 12, right? Um, and he construes that as like, yeah, that actually like means something, right? When really what that is that Eris like trusts him and feels like this connection to him and everything, you know. God, I should be happy to accept a little risk. Like that, this is the line that really makes me mad because it's like a little risk of what? Risking your connection with Eris, risking everything you have with her? Like, what the hell do you mean a little risk, man? It's like, no, you can't, but no, nope. There's no, you can't do that. That is not worth it. Not at all. No. Oh, God. Anyway, yeah, he starts, God. It's not, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to watch it again. But yeah, it ends with her saying no, of course, and fighting him off, right? Not that I think he would have, you know, she says no, and that's when he stops, right? You know, she doesn't kick him or anything, right? And I think that's important, right? He would have stopped with her saying no, of course, right? The problem is a lot of the time, people won't even say no, right? Like that's the whole thing about like the pressure in this kind of situation and consent and all of that, right? A lot of the time they won't, the whole saying no business. It's not even that simple, right? I'm glad that Rudius stops upon hearing that, though. Of course, right? Yeah, yeah. God. And he just looks up and thinks. And I'm glad he thinks all of this. I'm glad he has this like this recognition of his actions and stuff, right? How deep does it go? How far do you think he understands like all of this, right? I don't know. I don't know. I wonder. It's gonna take seeing Rudius and another. I'm sure he'll be faced with more situations like this one in some sense, and it will take seeing that and an understanding of like where his head is after all of that, I suppose. I think there's a very valuable lesson that I think he learned here. I hope. Right. I completely forgot myself that I think I understood the heart of a maiden after playing all those dating sims. Yeah, right. He really was thinking of it like a dating sim. He really was, right? Because in a dating sim, that's not how it would go, right? Obviously, right? Yeah, yeah. Virgin's gonna virgin. I don't think that's it, exactly. Maybe Eris has been so earnest lately because she was worried I might end up lonely on my birthday. Yeah, I mean, sure, right? She understands that loneliness, right? Yeah, yeah. It's interesting. The pendant from Roxy like stands out so prominently on his chest here. I don't know. I noticed it. It just makes me think. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Does it mean anything in this case exactly? Anyway, he doesn't have to apologize. God, what is this like smear frame here? God, like what he just transforms into a blob for one frame. What is that? Wait, what is that? What does that look like at full speed exactly? Like you can't even see it. Like that's silly. She returns. We've talked about this a lot already about how important I think that is, right? How I think that will weigh in Rudius's mind, and I think this is a very important thing that she comes back to talk to him, right? Yeah, yeah. Does Rudius deserve to be forgiven? Um, I think so, right? Like I think he has earned that kind of trust from Eris, right? Or I guess, it's not really my place to say whether or not he deserves to be forgiven. I really don't like what he just did, right? Um it just if anything, I think the fact that she is willing to forgive him is the meaningful thing, right? Like that is the meaningful thing, right? Yeah, yeah. Like I think it would have been very sad if she just hated him forever after this, right? For sure, right? You have to think about how she views it through her eyes, right? Like we have like this extra level of it of like understanding Rudius internally in this way that makes the situation feel like worse, right? Eris doesn't have that, right? If Rudius was in a sense just a normal kid, right? He kind of is in a way anyway, but you know what I mean in terms of like, the way he acts in a sense. Um then yeah, I think it'd be sad if Eris just hated him forever, especially when he did stop and he is apologizing, right? Yeah, yeah, I think it all checks out for me, for sure. Anyway, she's not a timeline. I feel like this is just like Rudius in 5 years with everything could be different, right? We need to be a little bit careful about all of that, right? Like let's calm down, right? Thank God it's my birthday. Thank God it's a special day. Thank God I didn't do anything worse. Exactly, right? Thank you. God. No more indulgences until then. 5 years, I'll be 15. It's a long time, but I can wait. I guess. But what about Sylphie? Yeah, what about all that, huh? How are we gonna handle all this? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so begins the cutting to all of the crazy characters. We start with Paul and his group. The monsters really have been acting up. Does that have something to do with the orb, with the mana that's gathering, and all of that stuff? Maybe, I guess, right? We don't know how monsters work in this world, that's for sure. There's some multi-eyed wolves here. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. It is Paul's job, right? He's the protector of the village, so it makes sense. I mean, yeah, he's gotta miss his son's birthday for it. It's kind of, I think Rudius will understand in the future. Norin and Aisha are all grown up. Selfie's older too. God. Aisha, you aren't a maid. You don't have to be a maid. What are we doing? Right? Lilia, you should not be raising your child to be a maid. That literally cannot be good, right? Like talking about the pressures of like the family you're born into and all of that, right? What are we doing, right? Like, this cannot be good for Aisha's head. There is literally no way, right? Like, oh god, what a lovely pendant indeed. I tried to base it on one of my dad's treasures. Interesting. It's I wonder if it's like an elf thing, right? Probably, I guess, because her dad is the elf side, right? Hmm. And Lilia is giving him the relic, right? Of course. It's God. I mean, he's not going to get these presents anytime soon, though, is he? Right? Because he's I don't know. I don't think he's just going back to the manor. It's after what happens, you know. And here is Aisha. You're such a good girl, cleaning every day. Ooh, I suppose the way she acted out after Rudy-sama left for Ro was incredible. I don't even want to know. What did she do? Like, it was probably good that they were separated, huh? I guess. I mean, I like seeing her now. She has this good connection with Rudius's family, the Grey Rats still. It's very nice. It's very nice. For some reason, Zenith is like, hey, I'm gonna tell this dumb baby the story of the scariest demons in the world who are gonna eat you. My God, what are you talking about? Man, Paul is back. Paul has returned. And we go look out the window at this weird red looking cloud. Yeah. Huh. I can't imagine seeing a cloud like that on the horizon, huh? I would be concerned as well. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's quite close, isn't it? I mean, if you can see the cloud, it must not be that far away, right? So, oh, scary, scary. It's such a big scale too. How big is this like explosion gonna be? I don't know. Very much concerning. Anyway, I we cut to Roxy. This guy, right? He really is like a. You're meant to. He's a foil to Rudius in a sense, right? Just because his attitude is so ridiculous. It's like he's what Rudius could be, right? Rudius is not that bad. Like, come on. Roxy goes out to the balcony. She's still here, of course, at the Sharon Kingdom 2 years later. Looks out, sees sees like the red reflection almost of the cloud, I suppose. Gotta be a Rudius. We cut to this guy. What the hell is this? This dragon-looking dude. Um, he has like weird dragon scale looking things by his eyes. He has like yellow, like predatory eyes that are just like this dragon. This dragon attacks him and nothing happens. He's literally like he just has this circle around him is completely untouched, right? Just literally, yeah, yeah. Like what are we talking about? God. Like I don't know. I don't know what to make of all of that at all. He's related to dragons in some way, I suppose. Um, Mana is gathering. What's gone wrong and where? This feels like such a weird line, such a weird thing for him to say, right? It's in some way it makes me feel like this guy is like some kind of like maybe I'm going too far, but some kind of like omniscient being of some sort. You know what I mean, right? Like, he's not saying, like, oh, why is there a mana cloud over there? Oh, what's that? No, it's what's gone wrong and where, right? Like it's this very it feels like it betrays like this knowledge of like the entire world or something. You know what I mean? Like phrasing it in that way, right? Like as if he should know, right? I guess that's what I mean by it. I'm trying to explain like what my thought process on it even is. As if he should know, right? As if this mana cloud shouldn't be here, right? So what has gone wrong and where, right? Like there's some kind of path or like some kind of course of the world that should be following, right? Like he has like complete knowledge of everything somehow and something's gone wrong to like make this mana cloud appear. Like that's what I mean, right? It's like that's such a particular way to phrase it, you know? Like if you walked outside and you saw the neighbor's house was on fire, right? You wouldn't be like, "What's gone wrong and where?" No, it's like what? Like what do you mean? What? Right? Like there's some knowledge it feels like of the world at large that is betrayed by what he says here, right? Like it's like this is like an anomaly, right? This mana cloud existing. That's what I mean. That's what I mean when that is such a weird way to phrase it. Oh well, I'll find out when I get there. So he's heading that way. We get all these characters that are converging on this location, apparently. Um, which is interesting. Is there anything more like if I'm viewing this guy in that lens, I suppose. Is there anything get like that out of this line? Like not really, right? I'll find out when I get there. I don't know. I don't know. He decides to head there right away to go find out what's going on, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. An absurd amount of mana. Whose spell is this? We can't see that. We can't see them. That's an interesting way to phrase it. She has weird eyes that let her see anything, because it seems like she is nowhere near there. We are the great emperor of the demon world, Kishirika Kishirisu. Right, right. Follow us, our people. You don't have any people. You don't have an army. I'm sorry. So you seem to be delusional. Anyway, and then we go up here to the floating castle in the sky, which apparently Perugius is still alive up here, so it's good to know. Could someone be seeking to undo the seal on the demon god Laplace? Laplace, was that how you said it? I forget how to pronounce it exactly. Maybe. I don't know, right? Does it have anything to do with that? We know this is the guy who, like, defeated Laplace all that time back then, right? Or was, like, a key figure in all of that, right? So maybe he's just paranoid and is assuming everything has something to do with that. I don't know. He summons a minion, Almanfi the Radiant. Investigate the source of mana, slay any suspicious persons on site. Interesting. It feels like this guy's like the overseer of like the world almost, right? Like this big thing is happening, so he sends someone down to handle it in a way. I mean, he, in a sense, like here, like he kind of looks like the weird dragon guy in a way, doesn't he? Like they have similar like silver hair, right? I think it could be blonde, honestly, with the coloration. I'm not sure. I know. I think it's silver. I think it's silver. They kind of seem similar to me in a way. I don't see like the weird dragon stuff on him at all, though. So I don't know. I don't know. It makes me wonder if those two are like opposing figures, maybe in some sense, or something. Something. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Rudius is out here to show him Cumulonimbus with his new staff. Very cool. Very cool. And we're here. We're at ground zero as this all goes down. The mana gathers around the sphere. And it begins. Almonfi shows up to kill us. Ghislaine also has this weird eye that like lets her see mana, I guess, right? Something like that. I thought she was missing that eye or something, right? We have not seen it before. It's like glowing and all of this. Wonder how she got that, where it's from. I don't know. Was she born with it? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, as Ghislaine has to fight light itself, which is a rough one. But apparently she's like a match, which is crazy. I'm Almanfi the Radiant. By order of Perugia-sama, I've come to slay the source of this disturbance. You really think it's them? You have no reason to think it's them, though, other than that they're here, you know? Like, I don't know, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm Sword King Ghislaine de Doldia. I mentioned a couple episodes ago we didn't know her last name. Now we do, right? De Doldia. Not a name we've heard, I suppose. We have nothing to do with that. Leave. I swear it by my teacher, the sword god Galfarian. Good to know. I'll keep that name in mind, I suppose. In the honor of Doldia. What is that? I don't know. Something. Her nation? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Anyway, he does not apologize. Rudius thinks a whole bunch. Yeah, the sky changed, a man appeared, he says he's working for a legendary hero. All of this stuff is happening. Eris, I don't know what's going on either. Couldn't tell you. This guy goes insane. Giant explosion. It's over. I don't know. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Like, what is gonna happen? What is gonna happen? What do you mean a chance encounter? Like, what? I don't know. I don't know. What an episode. What an episode. It's definitely a good one. It's definitely a good episode. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I suppose that's it. I guess that's it. So if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.